Hello everybody, welcome to Brother Love in Haiti. And today I'm going to my friend Fran's house. Brother Love. Hey.
Brother Love, what's going on, my brother? How you doing?
I'm all right, my brother. What's going on? What's the word?
You already know. Welcome to the house. You already know.
Okay, y'all. Now we're standing at the deck. Nice breeze, Haitian breeze is nice, and the sun is coming down. It's about 4 o'clock, and we here, man. Y'all know what happened to the country. President got assassinated. The streets right now, everybody want to know what the streets look like. Most people are staying home right now, you know, enjoying the comfortability of their home and just still trying to live, still doing what they do, you know. He's over here working on his phone, and
yeah, just doing a couple of investigations. What it looks like right now is country got no leaders, no nothing. You know, the country looks like it's back to an upside down spiral when it was actually on its way up. But more than likely, I'm just gonna sit back on the porch and watch from a distance because I don't get involved in politics. But in all reality, politics affects all of us, you know, but I watch.
So how you think it's going to affect the food industry? Like for you, a brother that want to keep your freezer filled up and food and stuff like that, do you think that's going to affect the food market?
Right now, more than likely, it's probably going to affect the food market because everything is disabled right now, you know, and everybody's thinking it's the upper echelons of Haiti that's causing the mayhem of the president's death. So, and the upper echelons of Haiti is the ones that, you know, run the ports and all the food and stuff like that. So in all reality, so I wouldn't know how that's gonna really affect the food industry, but we're gonna sit back and watch. But
wow,
you know, so
that's powerful.
You know, it's deep, you know, so basically like the little stuff like on the streets, like the rice and water and local stuff already went up because of the lockdown of the country, you know, so everybody's tight with their merchandise because,
you know, what's
getting stuff is difficult right now because everybody's scared to go certain places thinking that something's gonna happen.
So let me say something to you, because, you know, information is out there, right? And we just got to get that information. So if you look everywhere, you will see what some of the news media is saying. And one of the things that, you know, that they are saying is that United States is deploying 10,000 troops from Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, to come down here to put these soldiers out here. Now, what is that saying?
More than likely that might happen because the last time a Haitian president was assassinated, you know, the United States brought in their troops to secure their interests, and that same statement was made, you know, by Joe Biden that he might dispatch 10,000 troops to secure their interests in the country and restabilize the Haitian government. But you know, it's all a sit back and watch type of thing. And you know,
okay, I want to give you a fun fact.
And me personally, I think it's gonna happen because a lot of people think that we don't have heads together to really run a country. So sometimes that's how you have all these international beings coming in and helping out and say they're helping out. Some people take advantage of the helping out and it's really for their own interest, but we're just gonna sit back and watch this movie play.
That's all we could do is sit and just watch it. So I believe that the Haitian military and the police that was out there hunting those guys down did a good job. You know, they did a good job. Like,
yeah, they was able to handle their own in the situation. they was able to. So far, right now, they got about like 9 mercenaries held up.
And 4 died.
Precinct, you know, 4 died. You know, so that makes 13, and the count is 24 people that was involved. So more than likely, they're doing their work. You know, so I don't see the point in international interference, but you know, for some apparent reason, everybody thinks that we're not able to handle our own selves. But you just need younger people with greater minds, with real education to really run this country, because you have a lot of old heads with old mentalities that's really keeping the country held in. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, trying to squeeze the blood out of a quarter, man. You know, like they don't want to let the.
Does it have anything that does with race?
The country flow. Me personally, I think that a lot of things in this world has to do with race. You know, so we all racist. We all love our race. You know what I mean? But you have certain races that has built their own community and built it in a smart way within this country of people that's really not well educated as them. They probably gathered better education in other countries, and they've come in with real knowledge of how countries work, and then they've realized a way to manipulate the system, and then they generate their own, you know what I mean, interests to do what they gotta do with this country. They're smart people, you feel me? But and a lot of those people, you would look at it, they're lighter pigments than us, so they love their race, you know, so they're really not of our race, but in all reality they love their race. So in all reality it's racist in a way, but more than likely it is racist. There's a lot of racism going on in this country within Haiti. I ain't gonna lie, true story.
No.
So how do you feel like when you sit on this rooftop right here and just sit back and ponder?
It's a nice good fresh air, get to relax, nice breeze, watch the clouds early in the morning. Doesn't get no better than this.
And then when you look outside, you hear protests, stuff going on in the country. And it's kind of hard to get items right now, right?
Yeah, it's very hard, man.
But they said, didn't they open the country back up though? Flights is being sent back? I heard it was announced that flights was being sent back soon.
Nah, the Prime Minister, he had made an announcement saying to open things back up. You know, let flights, start functioning again. So, more than likely, hopefully tomorrow, everything's going to be back to normal. But
and that'll be day 3.
I think they got everything under control so far. And I think that the Prime Minister and the police force and whoever's running the country right now, I don't know. I think more than likely they got things functioning the way they're supposed to be functioning after they handle what they have to handle. But after this situation, man, I just hope this country puts their head together, man, and really make a decision, on how we're gonna, build our infrastructure and put kids in school. Like my brother over here, Brother Love, who's not even doing too much, and he feeds 75 kids and gives them free education. And that's Brother Love. He's not a millionaire, he's not a billionaire, but he's able to do it. So it shows you how easy it is, So imagine somebody with the income that could, imagine how much work you could really do in this country, So a lot of aid is given to this country to really help kids out, but we don't know what happens to it. And I watch a little bit of aid given to my brother over here, and he gives it to all the kids and takes care of everybody, So sometimes I love the positive movement he got going on. And a lot of people need to open their eyes to positive brothers instead of these big corporations, because at the end of the day, they're really just, but I ain't gonna say no much on that situation. But
that was powerful, bro.
Us people, Haitian people, our Haitian Americans in the United States of America, our Haitians abroad, everywhere, in France, Canada, even in the Middle East, wherever we have Haitians, we all need to find a way to communicate with each other to figure out a way to build our infrastructure and have free schooling for kids, and instead of having these kids growing all screwed up on the streets and we looking at this is what our future is bringing up, we need to have some well-educated kids where we could look at them and be like, damn, I like what we raising, and we ain't seeing that too much when we ride around the streets. When we ride around everywhere, we just seeing negativity. And it's time to see some positivity grow in this country. Instead of everybody waiting for the bad to be happy, let's be happy for something good, So we're just gonna watch and see how everything progress, or fuck up, or anything.
Hey, I have it, y'all. Time talking to my brother France, man. It's wonderful. And